Levi Frangos up against Chris Clarkson.
There we go. And Clarkie looks like he might open up his wave account here with the reverse, but comes unstuck. So 2 goofy footers in this one, Lordy.
2 natural footers in the last one. And
So, great to see the brothers walking up the beach there. Benny, the oldest brother.
Okay, this is the semi-final number 2 out in the water. After this, we'll be going into an expression session. So any free surfers want to join in the expression session, that'll be going for 15 minutes after this semi-final. There's a $50 all Antica voucher up for grabs. They do great takeaways and you can dine in. So even if you're staying on the coast here, you can get yourself a great takeaway.
Yep.
all right.
Switch back over to the live stream now.
Yeah, mate, I just did a bit of a shout out to the guys in the expression session. See if they want to don on their wetsuits, grab their board, grab their flippers, grab whatever they can and get out there.
Absolutely, mate. I mean, I'd be out there if I wasn't commentating, but
Yeah,
unfortunately, this is our job for the day, and I'm stoked that this event has come off how we wanted it to this year, Lordy. We put a lot of time and effort into it, like I said before, and to be able to give back to the sport of DK and celebrate the life of Lindsay. I mean, this is what it's all about, mate, and
it is.
that's why we put in 1,000 hours to run this event.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, there's definitely 1,000 hours that go into putting something like this, but we do it all for you viewers at home and all the competitors. So, as we said, the waves have gone a little bit onshore, a little bit side shore. The tides come in, but we just seen Gary, tear apart some of the waves there and knocked his brother Benny out to progress through to the final.
absolutely,
And
yeah.
in this one, we got Levi currently coming out of the blocks and hitting the lead at the start, and Chris is hanging out, playing the waiting game, seeing if something can come through.
Absolutely, mate. So we're still on, say, 15 minutes to go, and we have the surfer up in pink. Levi, not much doing there, mate. And, decides to flick off that one, get back out the back, and be a little bit more selective. We're still with 20-minute heats in this one, so you can be a little bit more selective. We see a nice little ride out there.
Yeah, so as we look around, we can see a few waves coming through here. It's 16 minutes remaining in this heat. We've got Levi out in the front on a 5.74, and we've got Chris Clarkson out there in second on a 2-pointer with 16 minutes remaining.
Yep.
Doubling up there, doing a bit of beach commentary and live stream commentary at the same time.
Absolutely, mate. It's what we do.
Yep. We had our
So after this, we'll be heading back to the Black Flag for some beers and the presentation there, Lloydie. So and, I'll be coming with you there.
Yep, I think.
Pack everything up and back to your house, drop the trailer off, and then hair down.
Yeah. Yep. We'll. It's been a big day. We were here by about 5 o'clock in the morning, setting up in the dark. We had the guys from Absolute Streaming down here, and there was a good team down here setting up.
Ah,
So there
awesome.
was.
I can't thank them enough, Mike, like Nelson and Mick and that. They do an amazing job, and then when we went down and we were doing some commentary at the state titles, myself and you, and you know, it's just once we found out about it, like when Kira was doing the future Groms and that,
Yeah, that's
we
right.
just me, yourself, and you, and just myself and yourself, and we just went, you know what, we've got to get this, and and it's just awesome, like to be able to sit back and watch it with the replays. We're going to go watch the replays tonight, aren't we? So I mean,
we'll be watching it all again when we hit the Black Flag Brewery for the Prezzos.
That's right.
As we see Levi there, he got a bit of speed up on that one, but the wave didn't sort of go the direction he wanted it to go. But yeah, we had Matty Tyndall come all the way from South Australia, and we had a couple other interstate riders, and they were saying that how good is it, because their family and friends can sit at home, rug up in front of the fire down in South Australia or wherever they are, and look at it. Matty over here in the Sunshine Coast enjoying what we call a winter's day, but he was calling it almost a summer's day. he was saying how nice the morning was. But they can just tune into the live stream. He can send them a text, get on the blower and say, my heat's in 5 minutes, tune in.
Absolutely. I mean, they're all the advantages, aren't they? I mean, it's just priceless. I mean, a no-brainer really to get it. It's just to be able to sit back and watch your heats. Back in the older days, weren't it, so to speak? I mean, how'd you go, Lloydie? Yeah, done good, made the final, won it. But there was no, you know what I mean? Like, where can you watch it? But so now you can watch it, so it's awesome. There's a nice little snap
that
there.
was a good little snap there from the rider in pink there.
A nice little snap, and he's getting that style going down, dialed in now, I think Levi is.
Yeah,
he's getting them, nice drawn out bottom turns, and then lining it up and giving it a good tap, Yeah, so I mean, you can see that style starting to come into play now with Levi.
Yeah, he's come a long way. I think he got second in the Queensland titles recently, and now he's made it into the semi-finals, and at the moment he's got a pretty good lead.
He has. So
he said he sort of wanted to make it out of the first few rounds, because he's been sort of knocked out in the first few rounds in previous comps here for the Lindsay, and he's kind of like, this year I really want to focus on it and really want to make it through into the money rounds, and he's made it to that, and he's in a good position to make it to the final and go up against the man himself, Gary Thatcher.
Absolutely. I mean, what a great great result here for Levi.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great competition in this contest today, and
mate.
So it's been to walk away with a finals placing, so to speak, and it's great. You've had a second, I've had a couple of thirds, and
it's a tough competition.
It definitely is, and
if you make it out of your first round, you start to get stoked, and the further and further you get through the rounds, you're like, wow, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm actually making it through some rounds against all these riders, and you're like, any heat, you wouldn't want to be in any of them. You sort of line up at the start of the day and look at the names and go, wow, I'll probably be better off on the sideline with all the names in this, because every heat's a cracker.
Oh, absolutely, mate. I mean, it's, each and every year we get some different names coming up for it, and it's great. And next year, we know what we're doing, Lloydie, and we're going to ramp this event right up, and so stay tuned for that, because I know that I want to put my heart and soul into this event next year and dangle the carrot with try and get a lot more prize money put in for this.
Yep.
And get some great overseas riders, and I know that I want to start having some chats with a few people, and hopefully we can get that going.
Yeah, we can even the bigger it gets, the
under 10 minutes remaining.
The waiting period grows as well, you know. We usually have a 2-day waiting period. We might be able to grow it out to 4 days if it gets bigger. So if we get a good day on Friday, then it goes on Friday. If Monday ends up being the good day, then it goes there. So as the competition grows, the waiting period, so to speak, grows. So if you've got a couple international guys coming, we've got that waiting period for them, so we can give them the best conditions on the day, or even the weekend, or in the waiting period. Oh, we see Levi
nice
there.
Little whip there from the surfer in. Here we go, Clarkie again. He's
Wow.
another one.
Wow.
And into a forward.
He has milked that one all the way through.
Wow. So that was a great scoring wave from the surfer in yellow there, Lloydie.
Wow.
Chris Clarkson with a nice solid whip out the back.
He's been finding those little lefties.
Yeah. And he's still on, they're still on 8 minutes, 7-8 minutes to go here. So Clarkie's coming at the right time.
Yeah.
And he's thrown down the gauntlet here on this one and taken it to town, to the inside section. And just waiting to see the scores here drop in from the commentators. But I dare say that's the wave of the heat so far, by a country mile.
They dropped him about a 5.2 for that, so that's a 5.1, 5.2 sort of average. So they rewarded him for it.
So Clarkie now only requires, is it a 4.8, I think, to move into first. There's still 8 minutes to go. So still a bit of time there for Clarkie to get back out the back, and, you know, still a bit of time to sit back and wait for them ones that just produce the goods like he just did then, and, you know.
That's right. And the riders in the water. There's about 7 minutes 40 remaining in this heat. You guys have got Levi Frangos is currently out in first on a 9.27, and Chris Clarkson, you're second at the moment with an 8-pointer. You need a
4.1 to move into first. So Chris, you're currently in second. You need a 4.1.
Yes.
Give the guys a bit of a update in the water there. As we can see, we've got a few riders on standby for the expression session, but not many out there, so we'll wait and see what those guys have to do.
Alright, and just a call up for any riders that want to go in the expression session. That'll be kicking in.
Okay, as we see the expression session guys start to go out there. I think we've got about 3 or 4 of them that are going to give it a crack for the $50 voucher. And we've got Levi and Chris Clarkson battling it out at the moment to see who can get into the final and battle it out with Mr. Gary Thatcher.
Yes. The surfers still in the water. Lloydie still on 5 minutes to go.
Yep.
And Clarkie only requiring a 4.8. So that's definitely in his calibre. And wait for it. They're waiting for the good ones. A couple of good ones here with 5 minutes still to go. So plenty of time.
Yeah, he got
Looks like he's got priority out there.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's on the inside there.
Levi will be hoping the time ticks away, but mate, Clarkie Auto Care. He'll be hoping the time doesn't tick away and he gets another nice little lefty like he just got before.
Just under 5 minutes already, guys.
That was a, there we go, Levi now. Banged a quick little snap there. Slid the tail. Just to keep himself busy, I think, and try and extend that lead he's got.
It looks like Clarkie's looking for a little bomb out here. So
Yeah.
might break on him.
Oh
there,
yeah,
but
come down in his head. That would have been he would have seen that one coming and hoped that it peaked up where he was, but it sort of peaked out a little bit further and was almost like a real north one that kind of missed the reef and sort of formed up on that southern side.
Yep.
So we see a few more takers for the $50 all Antica voucher on the beach. Been great to have the sponsors on board this year again, with Convict Bodyboarding being the major presenting sponsor, and we've got it
Inverted.
yeah.
All the Antica, Black Flag Brewing, and Clarkies Auto Care, and Timmy Oliver Photography, aren't we, Lloyd? So
Yeah, we even had Calandra RSL chuck a bit of money in to keep the live stream going as a bit of a concept this year, so thanks to them as well.
absolutely, yeah. And they supplied us with a nice big tent there as well, didn't they, Lloydie? So
Yeah.
I mean, Calandra RSL, so a big shout out to them, and also to these guys down in
There
front
we
of
go,
working
we
with
see.
us. There's Levi on a little one here. Can he milk it? No.
Got a quick tap in.
And definitely these guys here with Nelson and Mick from the live streaming have done an absolute cracker of a job today,
Yeah.
and I can't thank them enough.
Oh mate, they were down here digging in. There we go. Clarkie's found another one of these little waves on the right.
Oh,
Just banged a little one there. So he's looking for a 4.1 on that one, but not too sure if that was enough to get him there. We'll have to see what the judges drop. He definitely needed another one.
In the water, you have 2 minutes.
Definitely needed another one like his last one. If we see Levi scratching for something here, he's also on his goofy foot looking for that left to come alive for him. As he cracks a nice little turn there. Looking at trying to get that one through to the shallow section of the reef there. As we sort of stand by, Clarkie. Oh, Clarkie.
Clarkie,
He got it.
Oh, wow.
Position
so Clarkie
change.
is just jumped into the lead here with a 5.17 and a 4.53.
Wow.
So that's dropped Levi back. Do you want me to give it the announcement?
Yeah, we'll get our mate Stevie just to update Clarkie on the position change, because that's a pretty vital change there for the riders in the water wanting to find out.
Surfers in the water. There is 1 minute remaining, guys. 1 minute. Clarkie, you have now moved into first spot, mate. Clarkie, you're in first position, mate, with a 5.17 and a 4.53. Levi, you're in second, 4.67 and a 4.6. Levi, you require a 5.04, mate. 5.04 you require. With 1 minute remaining, guys. 1 minute.
Okay, as we see Chris Clarkson there from Clarkie's Auto Care. He's been a pretty good sponsor of this event for a long time. We just see him in the dying moments of this heat. He's Chris Clarkson's found a 5-pointer
5.17. So
to knock poor Levi off the.
Levi, you still require, mate. Done.
Okay, so that buzzer
congratulations goes to
signifies the
Chris
end of the
into the finals,
semi-final
mate.
heat 2. So
And
we're going to have a
commiserations
15-minute
to Levi.
expression session now, and we're going to
Great
have
effort, son.
the guys
Into the semi-finals.
go to town
We'll be walking away
and
with
try
the
and see if they
prize
can
money
walk
tonight.
away with a